Blueberries are great until you make these 5 common mistakes, Dr. William Lee. What if I told you that the same blueberry you think is healing your body might actually be sabotaging your health? That one small mistake in how you eat, store, or even pair your blueberries could quietly shut down their disease fighting power. Most people believe that blueberries are the ultimate superfood, the miracle fruit for heart health, brain sharpness, and radiant skin. But what if I told you that's only true if you eat them the right way? Because when you make these 5 mistakes, mistakes nearly everyone over 40 makes, you're not just wasting money, you're losing the very benefits that make blueberries famous. Blueberries are not magic pills, they are powerful living foods rich with anthocyanins, plant compounds that protect your cells from inflammation and oxidative stress. These tiny warriors can lower blood pressure, improve memory, and even block cancer cell growth. But the moment you blend, heat, or combine them with the wrong foods, their power fades away. The problem isn't blueberries, it's how we eat them. Some people drown them in sugary yogurt, others buy them frozen and microwave them. Some eat them on an empty stomach after coffee, not realizing caffeine blocks nutrient absorption. And still others think blueberry muffins count as healthy. They don't. So today, I'm going to show you exactly what science reveals about how to eat blueberries the right way to unlock their full healing potential. You'll learn which mistakes are draining their antioxidants, which combinations enhance their power, and how one small change in your daily routine can completely transform your body's ability to fight aging and disease. Stay with me, because the truth about blueberries might just surprise you. And once you know it, you'll never look at your breakfast the same way again. Let's start with the first and most damaging mistake, heating your blueberries. Most people think that adding them to pancakes, muffins, or oatmeal on the stove is healthy. But here's the truth: the moment those blueberries hit high heat, their antioxidants, the anthocyanins that make them so powerful, begin to break down. The deep blue pigment that gives blueberries their healing strength fades with every degree of heat. What you end up eating is not a superfood, but a sugary filler stripped of its protective magic. Research shows that heating blueberries above 170 degrees GFF can destroy up to 80% of their polyphenols, the compounds that lower inflammation and protect your arteries. So that warm blueberry muffin, it's not healing your heart, it's feeding your cravings. And the worst part, many of us think we're making the right choice by baking healthy, but the science says otherwise. If you want the full benefits, eat blueberries raw, fresh, and cold. That's when their enzymes are alive, their fibers are intact, and their plant compounds are active. You can also thaw frozen blueberries slowly at room temperature, but never microwave them. Microwaves rupture their cell walls, releasing antioxidants prematurely and reducing their power inside your body. Here's the secret: when blueberries are cold, their anthocyanins are preserved. And when combined with a small amount of healthy fat, like nuts, chia seeds, or Greek yogurt, your body absorbs their nutrients up to 3 times more efficiently. That's the hidden science no one talks about. So next time you want a healthy breakfast, remember this: a cold bowl of blueberries with almonds will protect your arteries far better than a steaming muffin ever could. The second mistake, pairing blueberries with sugar, especially added sugar. You might love blueberry jam, sweet yogurt, or fruit cups. But what you don't realize is that sugar cancels out the very antioxidants that make blueberries powerful. The moment sugar enters your bloodstream, it sparks inflammation, the same inflammation blueberries are supposed to fight. Sugar competes with anthocyanins for absorption in your intestines. So, instead of healing your cells, your body ends up fighting sugar spikes. The result: fatigue, aging skin, and higher risk of stroke. The sad irony is that many people buy healthy blueberry snacks that are loaded with corn syrup or refined sugars. Those products are not health food, they're cleverly marketed desserts. Even natural sweeteners can block benefits. Honey and maple syrup, though better than processed sugar, still raise insulin levels. And insulin spikes cause oxidative stress, the very condition blueberries are meant to reduce. So, if you're adding sugar to your smoothie, you're undoing the magic. Here's the truth: blueberries are naturally sweet. When eaten alone, they balance your blood sugar and calm inflammation. But when paired with sugar, they lose that ability. The smarter way: combine blueberries with protein or healthy fats, plain Greek yogurt, nuts, or a boiled egg on the side. This slows digestion and allows your body to fully absorb the polyphenols. The lesson is simple: never let sugar disguise itself as health. Blueberries don't need help to taste good, they just need to be eaten the right way. The third mistake is ignoring freshness, and it's one of the most silent killers of nutrient power. You see, blueberries start losing their antioxidant value within days of harvest. Those beautiful berries sitting on a grocery shelf for 2 weeks. They've already lost up to half of their anthocyanin content. By the time you eat them, you're getting color, not nutrition. Freshness isn't about looks, it's about life. When blueberries are fresh, they're alive with enzymes that protect your brain and blood vessels. But once they're stored for too long or exposed to air, oxygen begins to oxidize their nutrients, breaking down their ability to fight inflammation. How do you know your blueberries are still potent? Smell them. Fresh blueberries have a light, earthy scent and a slight bloom. That white powdery coating that acts as nature's shield. When that coating fades, so does their strength. The fix is easy: buy smaller amounts and eat them within 3 days. Store them in a sealed glass container in the fridge, not the freezer, unless you're planning to blend them cold. And never rinse them until you're ready to eat. Washing too early introduces moisture, accelerating spoilage and bacterial growth. If you love frozen berries, choose ones labeled flash frozen. These are preserved at peak ripeness, locking in up to 90% of their antioxidants. Your body deserves living food, not tired fruit. Think of every fresh blueberry as a soldier in your fight against aging. The fresher they are, the stronger your army becomes. The fourth mistake is eating blueberries alone and calling it a meal. Blueberries are nutrient dense but not nutrient complete. They lack sufficient protein and healthy fats, the key nutrients your body needs to transport antioxidants into your cells. When you eat blueberries on their own, your body absorbs their sugars quickly, which can spike insulin and leave you hungry again in an hour. But when you combine them with protein or fiber, like almonds, oatmeal, or yogurt, you create a balanced energy source. This synergy helps your body digest slowly and use the nutrients efficiently. Think of blueberries as the spark, not the fire. They ignite healing, but they need support to sustain it. Pairing them with omega-3 fats from walnuts or the probiotics in yogurt enhances gut health and increases antioxidant absorption dramatically. Studies show that people who eat blueberries with healthy fats have better cholesterol and brain function than those who eat them alone. So, your best breakfast: a handful of blueberries on plain Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of flaxseed, or mix them with steel cut oats and almond butter. This combo turns a simple fruit into a metabolic weapon, fighting inflammation, stabilizing sugar, and feeding your brain. Blueberries don't work alone. They work best in harmony with real whole foods. Mistake number 5, and this one might surprise you, is believing that more blueberries mean more benefits. It's a mindset we've all been taught: if a little is good, a lot must be better. But when it comes to blueberries, that thinking can quietly backfire. Yes, they're packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber, but even the healthiest foods can cause problems when eaten without balance or awareness. Blueberries are rich in something called oxalates, natural plant compounds that, in small amounts, are harmless and even beneficial. But when consumed in large quantities, oxalates can begin to accumulate in the kidneys. Over time, this can lead to calcium oxalate stones or make existing kidney issues worse. If you're someone over 60, your kidneys already work harder to filter your blood, and flooding them with too many oxalates can strain that delicate balance. There's another layer to this. Blueberries, though naturally low in sugar, still contain fructose. Eating multiple cups daily, especially blended in smoothies with other fruits, can spike blood sugar levels in people with insulin resistance or prediabetes. The result: more inflammation, the very problem blueberries are meant to fight. What your body truly needs isn't excess, it's consistency. One handful a day, about half a cup to 1 cup, is the sweet spot. That's enough to strengthen your heart, sharpen your brain, and protect your blood vessels without overwhelming your system. Think of blueberries like a medicine from nature: powerful, but meant to be taken in moderation. Instead of eating a big bowl at once, spread your intake. A few in your breakfast, a few with your afternoon snack. This steady flow helps your body absorb nutrients continuously rather than excreting the excess. Remember, healing doesn't come from volume, it comes from rhythm, from the quiet consistency of making the right choice every single day. Because even the healthiest food can lose its magic when misunderstood. Balance. That's where true power lies. Now that you know the 5 common mistakes, Let's talk about how to fix them and how to unlock the full healing power of blueberries so your body can actually feel the difference. Because eating blueberries isn't just about adding fruit to your diet, it's about activating your body's own defense systems in the right way. The first step is timing. The best time to eat blueberries is in the morning when your body's insulin sensitivity is higher and your cells are ready to absorb nutrients efficiently. Starting your day with blueberries instead of sugary cereal or pastries helps balance blood sugar, energizes your brain, and sets the tone for reduced inflammation all day long. Their natural polyphenols also enhance nitric oxide production, helping your blood vessels relax and improving circulation from the moment you wake up. The second step is pairing. Combine blueberries with healthy fats and protein. A handful of walnuts, chia seeds, or plain Greek yogurt transforms blueberries from a snack into a healing meal. These combinations slow down sugar absorption, increase satiety, and dramatically boost the uptake of antioxidants into your bloodstream. You're not just eating food, you're creating a biological reaction that protects your heart, brain, and skin. The third step is temperature. Always eat them raw or lightly chilled. This keeps their enzymes and anthocyanins intact, the compounds responsible for fighting inflammation and slowing aging. Heating or blending them too aggressively destroys those fragile nutrients before your body even gets a chance to use them. And finally, be consistent. Blueberries work best when they're part of your rhythm, not a once a week treat. A cup a day keeps your vascular system flexible and your brain cells firing strong. Think of it as daily nourishment, not a diet trend. The truth is, your body doesn't need extreme changes, it needs smart, steady habits. When you eat blueberries consciously, with the right timing, pairing, and care, you're not just eating fruit. You're training your body to stay younger, stronger, and more resilient from the inside out. Here's something most people never realize: blueberries don't just protect your body, they teach your body to heal itself. Every time you eat them correctly, you're sending microscopic signals to your cells, your blood vessels, even your brain, telling them to repair, restore, and resist disease. That's not fiction, that's science. Inside each blueberry are compounds called anthocyanins, resveratrol, and flavonoids, tiny molecules that communicate directly with your genes. When they enter your bloodstream, they switch on what's known as the longevity pathway, a cellular defense system that lowers inflammation, repairs DNA, and improves blood flow. Over time, these compounds literally retrain your body to become more resilient to stress, aging, and toxins. A Harvard study followed thousands of adults over 20 years and discovered something remarkable. Those who ate blueberries 2 to 3 times per week had a 26% lower risk of heart attack. Why? Because blueberries help their arteries stay flexible and reduced oxidative stress, the silent trigger behind strokes and heart disease. Another study showed that people who consumed blueberries daily had improved memory and cognitive speed within 90 days. That means these little blue gems don't just protect your body, they sharpen your mind. But here's the catch: that only happens with consistency. Eating a handful once a month won't activate these pathways. Your cells need regular exposure to these natural compounds, just like muscles need daily movement. So think of blueberries as part of your long term training, not just for your body, but for your biology. They train your blood vessels to stay young, your brain to stay sharp, and your heart to stay calm under pressure. When you choose the right foods consistently, you're not just preventing disease, you're programming your body for longevity. Every handful of blueberries is a message to your cells that says, live longer, live stronger, and never stop healing. Let's talk about the one factor that decides whether blueberries heal your body or harm it: timing. You see, even the most powerful superfoods can lose their magic if eaten at the wrong time or in the wrong way. And most people over 50 are doing exactly that. Here's what happens. When you eat blueberries right after a heavy, carb loaded meal, pancakes, toast, or sugary cereals, the antioxidants inside them can't do their job properly. Why? Because your blood sugar spikes, insulin floods your system, and inflammation rises. That inflammation blocks the beneficial compounds from being absorbed effectively. In simple words, your body is too busy fighting the sugar attack to focus on the healing power of blueberries. But when you eat them on an empty stomach in the morning, or paired with protein and healthy fat like Greek yogurt, almonds, or chia seeds, the results completely change. The anthocyanins are absorbed more efficiently, blood sugar remains balanced, and the compounds directly target your brain, heart, and gut. You'll actually feel the difference: more alertness, less bloating, more energy that lasts through the day. And here's another tip: never eat blueberries before bed with sugary desserts. That's one of the most common mistakes people make. The late night sugar rush disturbs melatonin levels and weakens the antioxidant response. Instead, a small handful of fresh blueberries with herbal tea before bed can actually improve sleep quality and help the body repair overnight. Timing turns ordinary food into medicine. It decides whether your body stays inflamed or heals. The next time you reach for blueberries, remember, eat them with purpose. Pair them with the right foods and eat them when your body can truly listen. Because when you respect your body's rhythm, every bite works like a signal, telling your heart to stay strong, your mind to stay focused, and your cells to keep rejuvenating even as the years go by. Now that you know the truth, blueberries aren't the problem. It's how we use them that changes everything. Think about it: the same handful of fruit that could protect your arteries, sharpen your memory, and slow aging can also do the opposite if eaten wrong. But when you use them the right way, you're not just eating food, you're feeding longevity. Here's the powerful reality most people never hear: every single bite you take sends a message to your body: heal or harm. Blueberries, when paired right, send the ultimate healing message. They reduce inflammation, protect your brain from decline, and even help your gut create healthy bacteria that defend your immune system. But add processed sugar, chemical flavorings, or heat from frying, and that healing message turns into static. Your cells stop listening, your metabolism slows, and your body begins to age faster than it should. And here's something beautiful: your body can start reversing the damage in just days. When you switch from sugary, store bought snacks to whole, fresh blueberries, your arteries begin to clear, your blood pressure stabilizes, and your energy feels younger again. That's the kind of power nature built into these tiny blue spheres. You just have to use them the way your body understands best. So the next time you grab blueberries, think of them as your daily defense shield, not a dessert topping. Keep them raw, eat them with protein, and let your body absorb every drop of that natural medicine. Don't waste their potential on sugar coated habits. Remember, health isn't about restriction, it's about understanding. Blueberries are still one of the best foods for your body, but only when used wisely. If this shocked you, watch my next video.